What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Bogey Ball Society. I am here with Hayes, Hayes, this is going to be a nice treat for you.
Yeah, I'm a little scared of this one, to be honest with you.
I hope it's a nice treat for you. So, you were not able to attend this recording. I was a little Dorothy in Kansas moment for you.
Yeah, that was the weekend that the specter of tornadoes coming by the house.
Yeah.
You know, that whole thing. So I had to take a knee and sit this one out. I got to tell you, it was an uncomfortable feeling knowing you guys were all recording though. It's almost like when a parent makes a decision that maybe their kids are old enough to leave them at home.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm scared.
I honestly, I think we were pretty gentle. I don't think we went crazy. There was a section called Cheap Shots, which does feature you briefly, but it was, you're beloved. You're a beloved member of this team.
I appreciate that. Do we need to warn the listeners about like nudity or graphic content or extreme violence, anything of that nature?
Only on their end. I don't know what they're doing at their house while they're watching or listening,
That's a good point.
but no, the pod is very safe. Very safe pod. Yeah.
Sure. For our listeners, put some clothes on and enjoy this episode.
Exactly. Stop watching whatever you're watching and just watch this. All right. We'll see you on the other side.
Well, I'd say to get us started, it's been a while since we've had a pod sponsor. So I just thought I'd say, thank you for your sponsorship to Summer Beers, because summer beers everywhere are coming out.
There's no beer in here, but thank you, Summer Beers.
Thank you, Summer Beers, for bringing the baseball and golf season.
All right, welcome back to the Bogey Ball Society. I am your host today. Hayes is dodging tornadoes and being safe. So we're wishing him all the luck. He obviously will report in whenever he can. If he jumps in, great. If not, we just get free reign to take shots at him.
We love you, Hayes.
We love you, Hayes. Be safe.
Stay safe, Hayes.
Speaking of shots,
This
is our episode today. So I got 4 different categories. I got quick shots, long shots, cheap shots, and easy shots.
Should I have gotten whiskey?
You don't have to write it down.
Should I have?
No, but
prepared?
That comes up later. Get a little fireball.
Oh no, gross.
Okay, yeah, I know. I'm not a fan either. Okay, so we're just gonna jump right in. Okay.
All right. Okay.
So you guys have to be ready for some rapid fire responses.
Listeners, we were not prepared.
They were not prepared.
I have no notes.
I am surprised. 10 out of 10, no notes. Okay. So first is quick shots. Jason, what's your lowest score ever?
82.
Nice. That was on an 18 par regulation 72.
Yep. One of those out of body experiences.
Amazing. That's a great score.
It was. I have not come close since.
Okay. Bri?
75 on a championship course. 75.
Yeah. No. That wasn't nodding. That's my low score as well.
Because I shot what would have been a 71 elsewhere, but it's like a shorter course. It's still technically a par 72, but it's not this. The 75 I shot was better.
Yes. What was the yardage? Do you know roughly?
Probably 68-ish.
Okay.
Wow. Yeah, that's
great. I played Friday, shot what did I shoot? A 78. Shot a 78. But played from the black blue combo to up the yardage a little bit, because the blue, what I would normally play, was only like 6,000. So it stretched to like 63. It wasn't very far. And I probably could have just played the blacks to 65. But anyway, okay. Favorite golf movie, go.
Tin Cup.
Caddyshack.
Yeah.
It's a good one. But
yeah, I don't think there's a wrong answer there, because I honestly vacillate between the two of those. There is a movie that I think we've talked about this before, but I'm going to throw this out there. It is not my favorite, but it is creeping up the list. The Phantom of the Open.
Never heard of it.
I know.
Neither have I.
I watched it on an airplane, and I can't tell you what an unbelievable delight it is. First of all, it's based on a true story. Second of all, it's insane. Thirdly, the performance is incredible, and it's about a guy who is not good at golf trying to qualify for the Open, not the U.S. Open, the Open.
Interesting.
And he decides this because he comes home one day, he's a failure in his life, and he turns on the telly, and he watches a guy win the Open and win a huge check for like, $70,000. It was in the 70s.
Yeah.
And he's like, right, I'm going to do that. That sounds great. And then he just goes and he tries to play. He's terrible. He goes to qualify. They ask if what's his handicap or if he's a professional, and say you don't need a handicap if you're a professional. So he ticks off professional. And then he goes and plays. And he has the worst round in Open history. And every year he keeps trying to qualify. He keeps trying to go back. And he wears disguises because now they know who he is and they won't let him in. It's so fantastic. It's like watching Peter Sellers try to like sneak into a thing, but it is so funny and it's great. Anyway,
All right.
I've got to throw into the greatest game that I ever played. Greatest game I ever played is one of my favorites.
Francis
I really like
Ouimet,
that one.
yeah.
And then I love Happy Gilmore for a funny golf movie. And Happy Gilmore 2 is coming, and I don't know what to think of it, but I am excited for it.
I mean, there's nothing really to say. It looks terrible, and it's going to be great.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, I think it's going to be exactly like the first one. It's not a good movie. It's a great movie. Like it is, or it isn't a good film, but it's a great movie.
I'm trying to think of a great movie that has like a throw-in golf scene that, like, you could do the Die Hard as a Christmas movie type thing for. So maybe like Hall Pass has a good golf scene in that. That's a good one there.
Space Jam.
Space Jam, I guess technically could be considered a golf movie.
Bill Murray, Michael Jordan, Larry Bird.
That's how it starts.
Sure, that's right. That's right. I actually just watched that with the kids, and I can't believe how bad it was.
Oh, it's awful.
I was shocked at. I mean, I remember liking it, and I just remember thinking, "Why I was 10 when I saw this. I have really bad taste."
Space Jam 2 is worse.
Yeah. Oh, it is.
Thank you for the heads up.
Much worse.
All right.
Sorry, LeBron.
We're gonna pivot.
I know
We're
you're
gonna pivot.
Okay.
Favorite golf club in your bag right now? Brian, you have to go first.
My 5-wood, Speed Zone 5-wood, the eldest club in my bag.
Why? Just because?
Love hitting it.
Jay.
GT3 driver. The new one that I haven't cracked yet.
Yeah. Well, I'm so glad you got it back. That's excellent.
Yes.
Mine's the DF3. I don't think that's gotta go anywhere. God, I love it.
I was gonna go TF3, but
I know
the Speed Zone just has a lot more time in the bag. It's the elder statesman.
Yes, I think that's always important. Yeah, everything else is actually. I mean, the DF3 is not old in my bag, but I've had a lot of changeover in the last year, so it's definitely the one that I'm like most excited to pull out of the bag and go use. Although driver is really sneaking in there. Like it's.
Yeah, you've been good with driver lately.
I've had a couple I mean, it's the reason I broke 80 the last 2 rounds because I'm keeping it in play off the tee. Like it's such a nice surprise that's what happens when you keep the ball in play. Is that you actually have a relatively good shot at get on the green.
I will say that I'm thinking there's going to be a new favorite in my bag pretty soon.
Okay.
Can you give us a hint?
I don't think I can.
Oh,
it's still a secret.
Right.
Wink.
Oh.
There you go, Hayes.
Got it. Okay. All right. We got a little secret. All right. Great. Good. Favorite PGA Pro?
Oh, we got a today.
Active.
Today we have to give it up to Minwoo Lee.
Minwoo. God, Minwoo was so good.
That was good bounce back.
That was
for him
so awesome.
After the last tournament, yeah.
And to go aim point on that putt that was half the length of his shoe was just funny. Was just funny.
Pretty perfect.
I couldn't tell if he was smirking the whole time or if he was just in his routine and just doing his routine to close it out.
He is first of all, he is sort of known for his sense of humor. He's a really funny dude. He's great on socials. And we can dive into this later if we have time. But there was some back and forth between him and Toasty today. And I think that last little bit was a little bit of a nod to, because he didn't look at him. He didn't look at Toasty. He looked at the fans when he measured it, and then he like winked or he did some little move.
Yeah,
and
there
then,
was something there.
Yeah. He is great, and he is really fun to watch. He's not my favorite current.
Sure.
I think I got to go Homa.
Yeah, Homa's.
Even though it's been so hard to watch him play this year, because he's been struggling, but he's so likable. He's so down to earth. He's so funny, and he's from my hometown. He's from where I live, so it's like that's an easy one for me to root for.
Homa's my pick as well. I know he's been struggling, but I've been a huge fan of his. His story initially of losing his tour card and battling all the way back to getting into top 5 in the world. He played excellent at the Ryder Cup.
Yeah,
this last time around. I mean, really, really good golf. And it's hard to see him struggle this year, but I think he's gonna find it again at some point. But it's like you said, Matt. He's so personable.
Oh yeah,
he's likable. He does the roast my swing on Twitter, which I find absolutely hilarious.
I'm so
terrified. I'm so terrified.
Please do.
In there.
Please
but
do.
I'm gonna try.
We have
when
to
I
get
see
that
it come up again.
We have to do that.
It would be fantastic to be roasted by Homa.
Maybe just send him the old one.
That's funny though, because I was looking at my.
It's almost too easy though.
That's yeah.
You know, like I feel like if you because you, I mean, if you were like a 25 handicap, like that's an easier thing to roast than
actually trying, and it still is roastable.
And getting lessons and all of that. Well, I think if I send an old one, I can laugh at it too, and if I send a current one, I'm gonna cry. Like
you'll be devastated.
You're
like, but you were my favorite, Max. I talked about you on my podcast.
All right. Well, then, least favorite pro,
Patrick Cantlay.
Oh, good choice.
I don't like his personality.
Yeah,
he does play slow. He
really does. Yeah,
he got the bad rap on the Ryder Cup thing with I'm not going to play if I don't get paid. I don't know how much was behind that, but I just don't really care for Cantlay much. Great golfer, but don't care for him.
Yeah.
This is a tough one. Does it have to be a PGA Tour pro?
It does not. I did not say PGA.
You know what? I'll throw this out there. I've never really liked Phil Mickelson ever.
Interesting.
Even before he went to live, I just something about his personality just kind of.
It's because he's left-handed, isn't it?
No, but he's actually right-handed.
Oh, he swings lefty.
He swings left-handed because he learned, mirroring his dad. Which, I mean, I'm a left-handed person who golfs right-handed, so I should probably appreciate that aspect. But no, there's something about him that just rubs me the wrong way.
That's why my kid swings lefty, because he would stare at the TV and he would mimic what they did.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
I'll go Phil.
I'm gonna go Patrick Reed. Not a fan. Not a fan of that guy in any way. Not his socials, not his play, not his attitude, nothing.
I forgot about Patrick Reed. I'm not gonna lie.
I know. And it's one of those things where when you but also I wouldn't have said Cantlay, but I don't disagree. Cantlay he's kind of like the villain the tour needs. He's he's slow and he's kind of smirky, and there's something about him that he's probably a super nice guy in real life, but there's something about his attitude on the course that's
kind of like what Bryson used to be before he completely changed his persona and perception.
It is incredible what he did after leaving the PGA Tour, and he's more likable now than he ever was.
Massively. I did not like him before.
I do wonder if it's an act. I cannot help. He's so calculating that I can't help but think on some level that he's just smart enough to play that card. Whether or not that's true or not. I mean, I'm an actor. That's what I wanted to do. So I think that's always in the back of my head. Like, how would I play this? So that's probably more a reflection on me than it is on him.
I think in today's age of constantly being filmed and recorded and photographed wherever you go, I think it'd be really hard to never slip up out of character if he is putting on a show. Otherwise, he is a truly evil genius.
Yeah. I did just watch a compilation of all of the putts that Trump took on there. I didn't actually watch the video, but I watched the compilation of all the putts that he took, and I've never seen his putting stroke. It's insane.
It's
like this is not a political.
Nuts.
This is not a political comment.
I did not see this. So.
He swings the putter and then he slaps at the ball. Brian, you got to find it. In fact, if I can find the clip, I will post it. It is crazy.
It is crazy. It's very crazy.
Okay. We're going to segue now. So those were quick shots.
Okay.
quick and easy. We're gonna go long shots. Who? You have to make a prediction. Who is going to win the 4 majors this year?
Oh,
yeah, it's not an easy question.
All right, are we going one at a time here?
So let's go Masters.
Okay, so
coming up, we got 2 weeks. So 2 weeks from this record, we will be talking about the end of the Masters.
You know what? I'm gonna take the field over Rory. So let's go.
Okay.
Let's go. You know what? Justin Thomas, I think, could get the Masters.
Really?
That's a
he's been
deep
playing
cut.
pretty
He's been
good.
playing very well.
And I think if he hits it straight off the tee, he'll have an advantage there.
Okay. I don't think that course sets up particularly well for him, but I'm just going on history.
You're gonna eat those words.
I eat everything else. Why not? Hey-o. All right, Jay, you got a Masters pick?
It's hard to pick against Scotty, but his putter has not been cooperating with him as well this year as it was last year. I mean, he got off to such a hot start last year. It was almost like he was like you knew he was going to win. So while he, of course, is a very viable option, I am going to go a little off script, and I'm going to go with a guy I just mentioned in DeChambeau.
That'd make it a fun watch if
he hits it a mile. So, the length isn't a problem.
It's true.
He is ridiculous, as we said, mad scientist with his, his golf balls all the way through his irons, his putting. If he putts it well, I think he's going to be right at the top of the leaderboard. So I'm going to go to DeChambeau, build off his momentum from last year.
I feel like it was always his wedges that let him down.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Does anybody know if he's still doing the one length in the wedges?
I believe he is.
I think so.
I feel like,
but they're like
I've seen him
Voda,
struggle on green complexes like that where you have to be really precise in your landing spot. And I feel like I've heard him complain that he just gets too much spin. So he's not able to do what he needs to on those greens. But if he's got that figured out, he would make a really interesting guy on Sunday to be in the mix.
I mean, it would be fascinating to see him back in it.
Yeah, he's probably a long shot, but I mean, he went out and won the US and won last year.
I don't think it's a
Pinehurst.
long shot, though.
It's
I don't
no
think
fun
that's
picking the favorites here
no,
anyway.
Yeah.
No.
Well, I'm doing it anyway. It's Scotty.
Boo.
You're saying his putter isn't performing. He shot a 62 and a 63 this week.
And to be fair, I did not pay attention to any golf this week. So
he was down 5 strokes to start, and he lost by 1. He shot a 63 today. Minwoo just held off, like he was able to hold him off, but he is the best ball striker in the game by far. He's
the best player without question
around the green by far. He is not the best putter, but if he putts even in the top 30, he runs away with it. He's so good, and he's just getting better. Like it's like you watch the last 4 tournaments. I don't know. I think he's going to be really hard to beat if he comes in with the same confidence he had this week.
Yeah, I mean, if he's
and he also he shot a 62. He was 3 under on Thursday. He shot a 62. He was 8 under on Friday. He was even par, or maybe 1 under on Saturday. He had like a very pedestrian round, and then shot a 63 today. So he was 7 under.
I mean,
there
were some good scores today. What, Rory had 9 threes in a row.
Yeah. Rory played really well. Also, Rory almost didn't make the cut, and it's a really fascinating thing. There were a couple of guys actually. A couple of guys
that were right on the cut line that ended up.
Sammy Valimaki
Valimaki.
He was on the line, and he ended up tied for second, or
something.
Or maybe
he was
third
on the
or something. Yeah,
in the top 10-ish of the leaderboard. So
crazy.
Well, anyway, missed a good tournament this weekend. Then
it actually ended up being a great watch. Yeah. Okay, so Masters, we got our picks. U.S. Open. I feel like U.S. Open is always the hardest one to predict.
What's the venue again this year?
Oakmont in Pennsylvania. Yep,
I was right.
You're absolutely right. This one I'm going to go first, and I'm going to take Rory here.
Okay.
Because he is playing well. I mean, he's already won 2 signature events.
Yeah.
His confidence is insanely high. As is his arrogance, which we can talk about. He's sometimes he's hard to root for.
He can be. He can be.
But I mean, he's obviously insanely talented. So anyway, okay. So yeah, I'm going to take Rory at Oakmont because he drives the ball better than anybody else, and if he can putt, it's the same kind of the same story as Scotty. If his putter works, he's trouble, and I think he wants it after last year. I think
that was a pretty crushing defeat
he let
last
it
year.
go. He let it go, and
that's what I'm worried about for him in the Masters. Is he just gonna go out and shoot +8 on the first day?
He wants it too bad.
Yeah. So I think I'm going to, not knowing if he's technically qualified or not yet, but I think I'm going to go with DeChambeau here because just he hits the ball.
Oh,
he's
qualified because he won last year, so he gets an automatic.
Right. Thank you. Yeah. So just he hits the ball so far, and on those courses, that seems to matter a lot.
I'm gonna go Scotty on this one. I'm playing off of Matt, and if he has a strong Masters, and he goes and wins the U.S. Open, there's a chance that he could pull off all 4, which would be nuts.
Wow. Yeah.
But I'm gonna go Scotty.
I'm not gonna lie. I would really like to see that. I would really like Scotty. I mean, I almost said he's my favorite. But he's just so easy to root for because he's such a likable.
He's my oldest son's favorite golfer.
Yeah,
hands down. He's obsessed. Loves Scotty.
That's cool. All right, PGA Championship. It's at Quail Hollow, in Charlotte, North Carolina. Any inkling? I mean, I feel like it's gonna be. I feel like there's a chance it's just one of these guys we just keep mentioning.
I know. What about Schauffele?
You know,
he usually shows up for at least one of these things.
He does. And his ribs, I know his ribs were an issue, but he came out, he played really well at the Players. Or at least a couple of the days he played really well.
He was looking good. Now he's going to have some time.
Yeah. If he can keep up that, I mean, he was almost unstoppable last year. He won 2 of them. So yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna say this because I want it. I want Tony Finau to win a major, and I want it to happen at the PGA. That's what I want. I want Quail Hollow to be Tony Finau's. Finally, he got one. That's what I want.
All right.
I'm gonna go way off the wall with a guy who is, again, he's been struggling a little bit this year. Is Sahith Theegala. I really, really like Sahith, and he's again another very good ball striker. He's very good around the greens, but he has struggled this year. I mean, he had the bad iron off the tee. I can't remember what tournament it was. He dropped his club and picked it up and tomahawk chucked it. So Sahith is one of us, but he can put it together and play some excellent golf, and I really like watching him play. So I'm gonna give Sahith a nod here, and he's gonna go get a major this year.
Love it. All right, so and then let's round it up with the Open. It's back at Royal Portrush. That was Shane Lowry taking it last time.
That was beautiful,
and that was the one
I love watching that.
Rory really wanted that one. It's hard not to. I have to root for Rory on this one. I have to, because I want to see him win that one. Like, I want to see him win there and in his home, like surrounded by his insane. I mean, that place would go insane. So I'm gonna take Rory for the Open.
All right, Jason.
I'm gonna take Lowry as a back-to-back champ.
Yeah,
I love his game. Hits the ball great.
He's
awesome personality.
Pretty well too. It's not like he hasn't really dropped off. Like, he's been playing pretty well.
And he's gonna be in comfortable grounds and familiar territory, and
he knows how to play those courses.
I like Lowry. I'd love to see him go back to back.
Another guy that I like when he's playing links courses is Mr. Jordan Spieth. So if he is qualified there, I'll take Spieth for the Open.
Oh, that is the long shot of long shots. I love it so much.
I might have to throw a $2 wager down on that one.
I mean, he's an easy one to root for. Like that would be a great story. Yeah.
And I've seen him play well on those links courses in the wind before.
Well, he loves a challenge. He gets bored. I think he just gets too bored, and then he wants to, like, that's why he hits it 40 yards left, just to see if he can carve it around 3 trees and get it back on the green. Okay. Brian, what is your low score this year going to be? Lock it in.
This year.
Yeah.
this year, you know what, I'm gonna stick with my plan of playing a lot. But I got to think of how many of those are going to be 18 whole rounds.
All right. Well, I'll make it easy for you. What's your low 9 going to be?
Low 9?
Because you're going to play more 9s than you are.
I will end up playing more 9s. And at the course that I'm most likely to play a lot often, I'm going to go with 2 under.
Excellent.
And that's attainable at that course for sure.
Okay. And then for your regular standard 18. Can you match a 75? Is that
I think let's go 74. Yeah. I think with the DF3 in the bag, I'm going to get a couple more of those putts to drop, and I have plans to attack the course better and to do this the right way.
Is that based on things you're reading, things you're listening to, things you've heard? Like, what is that based on? I don't want to give anything away for future episodes necessarily, but
no, just a lot of the people we've been talking to, and some of the strategy stuff that's come up, and I've listened a lot to some of the Sweet Spot podcasts talking about strategy after we talked to John, and it's silly that like that 75 I shot was the correct strategy that I should be taking, which is how can I get the ball on the green? And it's so easy to get away from that when you see a flag and you're like, oh, I'm hitting it straight today. I'll just aim at the flag. And then you end up short siding yourself, So I'm going to stick with it this year and I'm going to shoot some low scores. I'm feeling confident.
Can I tell you a quick story? I played on Friday. I was having a pretty good back 9, actually a very good back 9. I birdied 10 right at the block. And then I think I was even through the first 6 of the 9 or whatever. And I kind of went after a drive and I got a little lazy and I pushed it over into another fairway. And I got over there and I literally was like, I was 220 to the pin. So it's a 3-wood and I had a small opening between trees. And I was like, this is a dumb play. Don't do this. But the problem was all my other exits were kind of blocked by trees.
Sure.
So I was like, all right, I'm just going to hit the 3-wood. I know this isn't the right choice necessarily. And I kind of hit it bad. It's like the one bad 3-wood I hit all day. And I hit it kind of low and left and it hit a tree branch and it ended up at 100 yards. Like back in the fairway, almost as if I did it on purpose.
Sure.
That is the shot I was going to go for, not with a 3-wood, but with something else. So I got kind of lucky. I got excited because I love that shot. And it was 105 yards, but it was into wind and it felt like at least one club. And that's normally my gap wedge at 3/4. So I went to grab my pitching wedge. I was going to hit the exact same shot, just 10 yards further, let the wind knock it down. And it went 10 yards over the green.
Wow.
And I was so confused. And the guy I was playing with, who I kind of got to be buddies with, he was like, "Oh, what club did you hit?" And I said, "Pitching wedge." And I looked down, and I had the 9 iron.
Oh no!
So I grabbed the wrong club. I hit the exact right shot, exactly 10 yards too far, and I ended up doubling that hole because I then flubbed that chip. I was so frustrated, and so it just made me laugh because I was like, I made the right choice from the other fairway. Don't do this, and then I talked myself out of it, and I still ended up. Making a big number. So
bummer.
Anyway,
golf.
All right, Jay, what's your low 9 or low 18, depending upon what you're going to play?
I got to write these down so I can.
I'm gonna do the same as Brian. I'm gonna do a low 9 and low 18 because I do play quite a few 9 holes. Current low 9 is a 40, which again, given my handicap, 40 is pretty solid.
That's a great. Yeah.
I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna be bold here, but I'm going to say 37-79. My swing has really progressed well, and to the point where I did a fitting for the new P790s yesterday, which again, you're inside, it's on a simulator, you take some of the stuff with a grain of salt, but every ball after ball after ball was right down the middle of the range on the screen. I mean, dispersion was fantastic. Our head pro was there. Commented on, my improved path, said swing looked really solid. And he's not one to hold back if I'm doing something wrong because he knows I want to know. So that kind of confidence with feeling, now of course I've got to get the swing to carry over into outside, because swinging inside and swinging outside can be a little bit different. But if I can hit the ball like that, and just be consistent with, even if I'm not, even if I'm not hitting greens well, but if I'm not spraying balls into OB or losing a ball in the woods, if I'm keeping it in play, that's going to shave strokes just in and of itself. So the goal is a single digit handicap by the end of the year. And I think that in working towards that process, I'm gonna be able to break 80, and I'm gonna be able to shoot near par on a 9.
Love it. All right. I'm gonna lock in oh boy. So my low ever 75. Last 2 weeks I've shot a 79 and a 78, and definitely I had quite a few blowups. I had 3 doubles and I shot a 78. I honestly think this is the year I can shoot a 72.
Yes.
Everything feels good right now. I'm still making a few dumb mistakes, but I think if I can eliminate those, I'm giving myself like legitimately good birdie looks. I've been putting really well. So yeah, I think I can. I think that's a very reasonable.
It must
be
it's
spring.
A high. The Masters
it's a high
must
goal.
be coming. We're all so happy right now.
I know. But I gotta say,
it's so optimistic.
It is, but I'd rather be optimistic than than go. Well, I don't know. Maybe I'll shoot a 75 again. Like I've done that. I know I can do that. Now, granted, that was with a 2 under 9 on my back 9. I was 2 under, but still, it was Okay, so we're gonna move on. We're gonna go through these pretty quick. You'll see why in a second. So we've done our quick shots, we've done our long shots. We're gonna do some cheap shots right now because Hayes isn't here.
Yeah.
So, what is Hayes's worst quality? Go.
He makes you address him as sir or the boss, or this is his show. He really doesn't solicit our opinions. It's a little difficult to work with him.
Yeah, when he asked me to stand on my desk and say, "Oh, Captain, my Captain," I was like, "Bro, that's like a step too far." I will say it sitting down, but Jay, do you have a cheap shot at Hayes? He's not here to defend himself. It's the best. It's the best time to do it.
He's not. I think just his consistent bragging about the numbers he moves when he deadlifts is just it's a slap in the face to all of us.
I know.
All of us.
He's always sending
peons.
Us video messages like on his way into the gym while it's still dark outside.
Congratulations, Hayes.
That's right. Okay, because he's gonna listen. What's his best quality?
He's a great leader.
Oh, Captain, my Captain. I'm sorry, I'm not standing, sir.
No. I'd say truly, it's probably his dedication and drive. Like he is striving to get better all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so too.
He's just.
I think that's
10-cent swing. I don't know.
All right, so he had a round, and I'm gonna talk about it briefly, where he shot a 75. And it's only, I think it's his second time out.
Yeah, he seems like he's coming out on a heater. So
because he shot a 79 his first time out.
Yes. How many mulligans did he take to achieve that 75?
We'll never know.
No, we have to guess.
Okay.
This is the cheap shot.
He was playing with Ben. I don't think Ben would give him any. I think it was a legitimate score.
How many
balls did he shake out of his ankle holster?
No, what I'm more curious about is how many 3-foot putts did Ben say that's good too? That'd be, and I'm gonna go with 3, and I think Hayes probably would have missed 2.5 of them.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he does have a lab now.
I know. That's the wild card.
Maybe those are just automatic gimmies.
Perhaps.
Okay, Hayes, we love you. We miss you. So last category, these are just easy shots. They're like layups.
I'm bad at basketball.
Favorite shot of yours? That's too easy, Bryan. You can't lob a softball up.
I held off.
I know. That's not fair.
I had one ready, but I held off.
All right. What's your favorite shot on course? Both golf and alcohol.
Oh.
There you go.
I
told you it was coming later.
I don't do shots.
I don't really do shots either.
But favorite drink is a John Daly. It just is when it's 93 and humid at late August in Wisconsin. It is unbelievably refreshing.
Iced tea and vodka and
lemonade.
Lemonade. Yep.
Lemonade, iced tea, and vodka, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. And at our course here, they have a sweet tea vodka that they use with lemonade, and it is astonishingly good.
That's probably fantastic. Okay.
Yep.
That sounds great.
Favorite golf shot on course.
Like the shot where you're like, oh yeah, I get to hit this one.
It's a toss up. There's 2 tee shots. Number 11 is a par 5 dogleg right with a fairway bunker on the right side that is you can carry if you can hit it to 40 or longer. And if you hit the backside of the bunker, you get a really nice kick down the hill. So it's a draw for me, which is a shot I was able to hit last year. Probably one of my favorite shots on the course. The other one is short par 4 13th, little dogleg left, 2 fairway bunkers on the left. I like to hit just a little fade on that one, and when I catch it well again, I get a roll out to 270, 280. Have a video on Instagram of that tee shot on a shot by shot little hole video I did last year.
Nice.
Probably my two favorite shots on the course.
All right. So the drink of my people, Jameson, if I have to take a shot, is my preference there. Not Fireball. Fireball is not. So I went.
Fireball's a young man's game.
Small tangent. Went on a family golf trip to Maine, and it's 7:30 in the morning after Labor Day, so it's only like 50 degrees outside. I haven't even had coffee yet, and my cousin's walking around with Fireball nips, and I'm like, no, I can't do this. I can't do this.
Thank
but
you, sir.
Whatever. I did my part. We got to like the 4th hole, and I pulled out my flask, and he was like, "Oh, what's that?" I was like, "Oh, here, have a sip." And it was Lagavulin 10-year, so it's a nice smoky Scotch.
Smoking a fireplace, yeah.
So I got him back for that Fireball, which is
There you go.
Nice. And then let's see, shots on the course. I'll go with 2 kind of theoretical ones, right? It's that downhill par 5 drive, the one you can go at and give it a rip, and you get that added bonus of it being downhill, or the striped 4-iron off the tee. It's tough to beat that pure iron off the tee.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna go. Mine is that you give me 100 yards. I put one to 3 feet on Friday. There is no shot I feel more confident in. It's like I get giddy. And what I realized this last week is that because I know what 100 is, I know what 90 is, and I know what 110 is. Just I can go up or down one club, swing the exact same swing, and the ball is going to do what I want it to do. And it's awesome.
It is great when that's working. I had the same thing at the end of my golf league where we were playing a match, and I had probably like 4 or 5 shots from about 100 yards. And at one point, one of the guys who were playing as well, look at that. It's another one. He's been doing it all day. It's just one of those ones you're like, I know I'm hitting this right on the number. That confidence is great on those.
It's one of those things I saw. I saw the Mark Crossfield video last year where he talked about this is you don't hit a full 52 or don't hit a full 56. Take your 48, go 3, put your legs together, go 3/4. It's super controlled, and oh god, it's just it's my favorite.
There's not much better than an absolute dart with a wedge, where it hops and stops, and it is exactly where you like it. It's such a good feeling when you hit that shot.
It's the only shot I've jarred. Like I did it with my buddies. I was 103 yards out, and it took 1 bounce and went into the hole, and it was just like, this game is awesome. Okay, would you rather, Jay? We'll start with you. Would you rather break 80 or get a hole in one?
Break 80.
Brian, would you rather break 70 or get a hole in one?
Oh, break 70.
Okay. Have you had a hole-in-one?
No, but I've had an albatross.
Oh,
yeah.
Look at you.
Yeah.
All right.
No hole-in-ones. My dad has 2. But
I think I would take break 70 as well because it seems so far away.
Yeah.
Even though it's only 5 shots better than my best round, it also means both 9s have to be good.
Yeah,
And I'm good at doing
Really good.
one good
Yeah.
nine.
I would rather have
So-
a complete good round than one
okay.
good shot.
Yeah, breaking 80
All right.
for me is an excellent round. So you can get lucky and get a hole in one. That's it'd be sweet, but it could be lucky. I'm
It's a
not
good
gonna be
story
lucky
that
and
you
break
always
80.
have.
Yeah.
But I agree. I think you have to be really playing well to do the thing.
Now, if I'm on a buddy's trip, I'd rather have a hole in one. Context, but
Okay, that's fair. Okay, that's all I got. What is your ultimate imaginary you and 3 other people playing? I could just say foursome, but somehow I didn't want to I didn't want to muddy the waters with
This is a golf podcast. You could say
I know
foursome.
it's family friendly. Hey, what's your ultimate foursome? Don't make it weird. Oh, I just made it weird? Okay, I just made it weird. Yeah.
Oh man.
I know. It's because I was tempted to like just rattle off like Jack, Tiger, and Arnie or something. But actually, I would not want to play with them because I don't think they would have fun with me.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I'm not nearly good enough.
I don't know. It's probably going to sound a little corny, but I go every year. It's August, third week in August this year. For the 14th year in a row, me and my 3 best buddies from college get together for a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, go home Sunday weekend. We stay at my in-laws cabin. We play Lake Arrowhead. We're playing Bullseye this year.
That's awesome.
And it's really like all three of those guys live in the like Appleton, Green Bay, Fox Valley area. So it's a good 2.5 hours for me to get there. So, one of the guys I see a few times a year, but one of the other guys this is the only time I see him every year. And we're all kind of similar skill sets. When we play 3 rounds that weekend, and it's just to go out and have fun, and score isn't the point.
Mm-hmm.
That one is probably, aside from saying, when I'm out with my wife and the 2 boys in the evening, that's always fun. But my 3 best friends in the world, that is probably, my best, my top pairing.
Jay, that's a little unfair, and you are right. That is super corny. Super corny.
Super corny.
It is.
But
It is.
Matt
No,
and I
that's
don't
so
live
good.
in Wisconsin, so I don't know.
It's
who
weird
these
that you said
people are
you're
talking
your
about.
best friends.
Yeah, I know. I know it.
And you said every year we do this. I've never been, so thanks a lot.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Bri, you got to. It's not an easy answer.
No, it's
That's
really
kind of
not.
why
It's
I
really
liked
not.
it.
It's not.
And it's also one I think that could change given your mood.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
So I'll take the spin of 3 tour pros that I think I would enjoy playing around with, and it's got to be Max Homa.
Mhm.
He's got to be on the
Mhm.
list because I think he would be fun. I've always been a fan of Ricky, so we'll go with Ricky Fowler second.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
And then filling up that 4th spot has to be our Captain Hayes. I can't not include Hayes.
Oh,
okay.
because-
All
Wow,
right.
you said tour pros and Hayes in the same grouping.
Yeah, of course, naturally.
That's amazing. I mean, he did shoot a 75.
He's
Second round
on
out,
his
so-
way.
He did.
Yeah,
He could-
17
he could
mulligans,
be-
but
He could be in the 60s this year with all those mulligans.
he honestly, with all the mulligans, yes, exactly. All right, I'm gonna go Fred Couples because he's got
so
Oh, yeah.
smooth.
He's got the best swing
Mhm.
I've ever seen, and
Mhm.
also just seems to be genuinely like a good time. And I'm going all time pros here, so bear with me. I'm going Shane Lowry because I don't think there's a more fun person on the golf course just based on what I've seen.
He's that good kind of fiery when he's playing golf.
Yeah. And then I'm going John Daly because
Oh, yeah.
I think
JD
that would be
a
an
blast.
unbelievable pairing. Like those three guys and me. I would just get to stare and watch shots get knocked down, and oh god, it would be and they're also like three completely different golf. Like Freddie's golf is so different than.
Are you gonna make Freddie grow a beard to join that group? Because
I would make him grow a beard. I would make him wear a glove. I would make him drink a John Daly. All three things. Just to make it real weird. All right, those are all my shots. The gun is empty. So thanks for being here, Jay. I know we kept you a little long.
That's all good.
But we got some good stuff.
Yeah,
and
this was fun.
All right, so this is it's a rarity that, I mean, Hayes is almost always available. He doesn't do anything else with his life. He just sits around in his practice room with his training aids, just waiting for us to connect. Yeah. And so this one's a rare one, but I'm glad we did it. And we'll see everybody next week. Well, will we see you next week? You'll just have to wait and find out. I mean, I'll make it a little bit of suspense.
There we go.
As to whether or not we're all
we call
here.
that a cliffhanger in the industry.
Maybe it's just Hayes.
I mean, Bryan.
That would be
Bryan early on. Bryan early on dropped a hint at a mystery coming. I have a couple mysteries coming. We're just going to leave this thing on some cliffhangers.
I actually have a mystery coming as well, and we do have an awesome guest coming as well. So we have some good stuff lined up. So stay tuned for that, and thank you guys for listening, and we'll talk to you guys soon.
Bye.
See ya.
Peace. All right, so that was our one and only Hayes-free episode. Hayes, what did you think?
I've never been so moved, like emotionally. I got to be honest, I still haven't heard it. I don't know what was said at all.
Yeah, we were recording this before he's actually heard it. So we just thought it'd be funny if the 3-part harmony was really a really lovely moment where we serenaded you.
Yeah. Actually, what I should have come with is, how dare you say that?
Right.
You have some nerve.
Anyway, we hope you enjoyed it. It's kind of a little change in the format. We just thought it'd be fun to kind of hit on a whole bunch of different topics without getting too terribly deep. And obviously this is Postmasters, so you can see if anybody got it right. I won't give away whether or not they did, but because Hayes hasn't heard it yet. But Hayes, who would you have picked for the Masters?
Rory McIlroy.
Unbelievable. Well,
see?
I guess you got it right. Yeah, there you go.
That's why I'm on the podcast.
That's right. He's always right. That's really just the reason we had you miss one, so that you can realize that you really are always right. So. All right. Well, anyway, thanks for listening, guys, and we'll talk to you. I don't know, the next time we see you. We've got somebody coming on next time, so I think you're gonna like it.
Absolutely.
Right. See you guys.